Hey tech enthusiasts, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's got the biotech world buzzing, and frankly, it should have you on the edge of your seat. Imagine a world where diseases are cured faster, cheaper, and more effectively than ever before. Sounds amazing, right? But what if this revolution comes at a cost we haven't fully considered? A Google star, we're talking serious AI pedigree here, just raised a whopping $50 million to use AI to design proteins. Proteins are the building blocks of life, and designing them with AI could unlock incredible new drugs and therapies. We're talking potentially curing cancers, Alzheimer's, you name it. The potential upside is huge. But hold on, because there's a major but coming. Now, before you start picturing a future free from disease, let's pump the brakes for a second. The hype around AI and drug discovery is reaching fever pitch. Everyone's promising miracles, but history teaches us that revolutionary tech often has unintended consequences. Think about it. The internet connected the world, but also unleashed cybercrime and misinformation. So, what are the risks lurking behind this AI-powered protein design revolution? That's what we're unpacking today. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about something seemingly unrelated: chatbots. Recent research shows people are increasingly viewing chatbots as friends, but maybe not their brightest friends. What does this have to do with AI drug discovery? Well, it highlights a critical point. We're relying more and more on AI for information and companionship, but are we really understanding its limitations? This reliance can lead to misinformed decisions, and in the context of healthcare, that's a scary thought. Think about it. If we're starting to trust chatbots for advice, are we going to blindly trust AI-designed drugs without questioning the underlying science? Are we losing our critical thinking skills? This is a real ethical risk. We need to be informed and skeptical consumers of AI-driven solutions, especially in healthcare. It's not about rejecting progress, but about demanding transparency and accountability. Now, let's shift gears and talk about website security. You've all seen it. Attention required. This website is using a security service to protect itself from online attacks. Annoying, right? But it highlights a crucial vulnerability. Websites, and by extension, the AI systems that power them, are constantly under attack. What happens if a malicious actor targets an AI protein design platform? The consequences could be devastating. Imagine a scenario where hackers manipulate the AI to design proteins that are harmful, not helpful. They could create a supervirus, or worse. This isn't some far-fetched Hollywood plot. It's a very real technical risk. We need to ensure that these AI systems are incredibly secure, with robust defenses against cyber attacks. This means investing heavily in cybersecurity and developing AI models that are resistant to manipulation. It's a constant arms race. And speaking of reality checks, let's remember that AI isn't a magic bullet. An AI-aided drug actually failed in a Phase 3 trial in 2023. Failed. This proves that AI is a tool, not a guaranteed solution. Drug development is inherently risky, and even with AI assistance, failures are inevitable. We need to be realistic about the limitations of AI and avoid overhyping its potential. The AI might identify a promising target that ultimately proves ineffective or unsafe in clinical trials. This brings us to the business risks. Investing in AI drug discovery is a huge gamble. Companies are pouring millions of dollars into this technology, but there's no guarantee of success. What happens if the AI doesn't deliver? What if the drugs it designs are too expensive to manufacture? What if regulatory hurdles delay or prevent them from reaching the market? These are all very real business risks that investors need to consider. And speaking of regulation, the FDA is trying to create an agile regulatory ecosystem for AI, which basically means they're still figuring things out. This regulatory uncertainty creates challenges for companies developing AI-driven drugs. They may be unsure what data and validation are required to get approval. Regulatory delays can increase costs and time to market. It's like trying to navigate a maze in the dark. AI algorithms need massive amounts of data to train effectively, but access to high-quality data is a major barrier. Sharing data across organizations raises privacy and security concerns. How can we ensure that AI is trained on diverse and representative datasets without compromising patient privacy? This is a critical challenge that needs to be addressed. We're talking about secure data sharing platforms and robust anonymization techniques. And let's not forget about the talent gap. Developing and deploying AI solutions requires skilled data scientists, AI engineers, and domain experts. There's a serious shortage of qualified personnel. Companies are struggling to find and retain the talent needed to build and maintain these AI systems. This talent drought could slow down AI adoption and limit its potential. We need to invest in training and education programs to bridge this gap. Now, let's get to the most critical part, the ethical risks. AI algorithms are only as good as the data they're trained on. If that data is biased, the AI will perpetuate and even amplify those biases. Imagine an AI that designs drugs that are less effective for certain populations because it was trained on data that overrepresents other groups. This is a very real risk of algorithmic bias that we need to address head-on. This bias can manifest in subtle but significant ways. For example, an AI might recommend different treatments for patients of different races, even if those differences aren't clinically justified. This is unacceptable. We need to actively identify and mitigate bias in AI algorithms, use diverse datasets, and regularly audit AI systems for fairness. And then there's the issue of patient data privacy. AI algorithms often rely on sensitive patient data, and protecting that data is paramount. Data breaches or unauthorized access to patient data can have devastating consequences. We need to implement robust data security measures, including encryption, access controls, and data anonymization techniques. Patient privacy is non-negotiable. Finally, let's talk about job displacement. The automation of tasks through AI could lead to job losses in the pharmaceutical industry. AI could automate tasks currently performed by researchers, lab technicians, and other healthcare professionals. This is a legitimate concern that needs to be addressed proactively. We need to invest in training and education programs to help workers transition to new roles. This is about creating a future where humans and AI work together, not where AI replaces humans. So, what's the verdict? Is AI protein design a drug revolution or a potential disaster? The answer, as always, is complex. AI has the potential to revolutionize drug discovery and improve healthcare outcomes for millions of people. But we need to be aware of the potential risks and take steps to mitigate them. We need to demand transparency, accountability, and ethical considerations every step of the way. This isn't just a story for scientists and investors. It's a story for all of us. We need to be informed and engaged citizens, demanding that AI is used responsibly and ethically. We need to support research into AI safety and security. We need to hold companies and governments accountable for their actions. The future of healthcare depends on it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more in-depth analysis of the latest tech trends. Until next time, stay informed and stay critical.